So, another week, another batch of anime DVDs. Yay! And hopefully power doesn't go out while I'm recording this, because we've got a nice little thunderstorm going on outside. That's the first time I've seen a flat package. Of course, I think only that first one is anime. This one, I believe, something else. Do this. Interesting. So, first up, we have a complete collection of Brighter Than the Dawning Blue from Sentai Filmworks. So, of course, that means that it's subtitled only, as usual. I think on AniDB this has a pretty average rating, so I'm still interested in seeing it, but I guess I probably won't expect something wowing. We have Slayer's Evolution R, which would be the 5th season of Slayers. Should be. Yeah. If I didn't get it right, I'll figure it out later. Soul Eater Part 3. Probably the highlight of the evening for me. And Naruto Shippuden DVD 10. And Dairugger Armored Fleet Collection 2 arrived yesterday for me. So that should be Tuesday from y'all's point of view, or for more exact. Even though it's not terribly important, the other thing I got was this. Basically, a VGA to component YPBPR video converter. In a nutshell, this should allow me to take simple digital VGA output and convert it to analog component output, I think, which would allow me to do video capture. Yeah, although I think it only supports specific resolutions, which should be okay, because I actually bought it in order to use it in conjunction with the Xilinx Spartan 3 that I bought, because, you know, it comes built in with VGA port. That and the textbook on with examples of example programming for this thing, it comes with instructions on how to use the VGA port, so with any luck, I'll be able to do video output that I can video capture. So I went crazy with the watching this week, so let's be fast. Soul Eater Part 2. Well, I had been watching it here and there with a friend, but I finally finished it on my own, because Soul Eater Part 3 came out, and this was actually really fun, really cool. This anime continues to be exciting. I watched Bleach DVD 28. Yeah, I mean, not much happened, but I'm glad that not much is happening in the potential Soul Reverse Hollow deal, as opposed to waiting for the bounce to finally die. I also watched the Bleach movie. It was a pretty good movie. Mix of I think my only real complaint with it was just that the action was kind of split between a bunch of characters, because, you know, they have all these neat characters that they need to show off. Otherwise, I thought it was pretty good. Naruto Shippuden DVD 9, which was kind of slow, spending 5 episodes mostly trying to introduce 5 characters getting used to each other, I guess. It did start getting promising near the end, though. So, DVD 10 should be interesting. Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, Season 2 Part 2, which, it was, well, I was entertained. I'm just trying to think, I've noticed this was one of those series where it's kind of transitioned from this amusing anime to this more of a story to tell anime, and I miss something about the first half that wasn't there in the second half, but I was still enjoying the second half. I don't know. I've been watching One Piece with a Friend. So, Season 1, First Voyage, we finished that recently. And actually, one scene in it made me think. That would be this one here.
Talking about it is, but victory depends on our strength. What is it you guys can do?
I cut.
I stretch. I steal.
I hide.
So, in a nutshell, I think that explains why I'm enjoying One Piece so much, even here on the first volume, even though I'm 100 episodes in the future in the series. It's basically trying to keep things pretty simple. Although the characters do have their own complexities, they try not to change them too much and just have fun individual characters. I think it's neat that they can be summarized so easily. Anyway, there was also Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which I thought was interesting. It felt a little fast, but probably because I was expecting the first Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's really not bad, the speed at which this one goes, simply because they're kind of different. Like, the first one is more about atmosphere, whereas Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is more about kind of exploring the Fullmetal Alchemist universe or the concepts. Maybe closer to the manga, I heard. I'm not sure. I also watched Hellgirl 2 Mirrors. Now, since the basic premise of Hellgirl has a character needing to be... A character needs to be willing to let their soul go to hell when they die in order for the Hellgirl to take revenge for them. And that usually caused, in the first season, for the anime to feel a bit stressful, even though it was neat. And maybe I've changed, or maybe this series has changed, so it's just exploring stranger things, but for some reason it hasn't felt as stressful. Like, it's been interesting. And finally, I rewatched Jubei-chan 2, which, a couple months ago I rewatched Jubei-chan 1 because it was a good series, but I didn't remember what happened. Just in my impression, it was a good series. Watching it, Jubei-chan 2 has kind of this feel of the humor from the first season, but it's real toned down, and I kind of miss that. But at the same time, the action in this one is just so much more thorough, and the story was great. It's been one hell of an awesome week to watch anime. So I'm not sure how much time I have left, so I should probably go at this pretty fast. Other DVDs that came out this week include Digimon Data Squad, Wild Boy of the Digital World, and it sounds like that's just the Digimon Data Squad collections in individual formats, maybe? If I'm wrong about that, I can always go back and buy it. There's also save versions of UFO Ultra Maiden Valkyrie Season 3 and 4 and Beck released. I think they were both save versions. And it looks like there was a Moribito Designer Box Complete Collection release. Pretty good. Other stuff, people seem to appreciate the fact that I mentioned Dokuro-chan still hadn't shipped yet. It's, I think, to be expected. It wasn't an exact, necessarily going to be in stock thing, and the economy isn't like some golden land right now. The other DVD kind of on the watch, not here yet, is Sayonara Zetsubao Sensei. And one of the users who commented on the previous video, Clip EU, sorry if I don't know how to pronounce that, but he was saying that it's probably delayed indefinitely, which certainly looks like it. So if I find out anything, if I notice it, a complete collection suddenly appearing on the horizon and this Volume 1 hasn't shipped, I'll be sure to let y'all know. And I'm not surprised. I might have heard something about it being delayed indefinitely at some point in the past. Anyway, I probably shouldn't talk a lot more since I don't know how much time I have left. So, I'll see y'all next week.